We're just 2 weeks away from a new legislative session. Governor Josh Green joins me now to talk about all the priorities, your priorities, and we were off camera a little bit talking about the new health care money that we're getting across the state, and this really excites you, and it should excite everyone.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things coming. So this particular grant, which is from the federal government, I worked with HHS, Kennedy, and Oz to bring monies to Hawaii. So we got $189 million per year. Looks like it'll be a 5-year grant. I worked this out with the feds several months ago. It became a $50 billion appropriation to the whole country. We got about 450% of what we'd expect. A small state, we would have gotten 40 million, 41 million. We got 189. It's for things like telehealth, rural training programs for nurses and docs, the stuff that I came to Hawaii for. So I'm really excited about this because we're already the health state. We have the best outcomes. This should take us to the next level.
Yeah, we talked about it quite a bit on the show today, but it should perpetuate, obviously, that 5 years down the road. I also want to talk to you about the proposed suspended tax breaks for higher income families over the next 3 years. Talk to us more about that.
Sure. So we had about $3 billion come out of our economy because of the turbulence that was the federal government this last year. And so now what we're just seeing is that we're going to need some resources. Now, there'll be no changes, of course, for your taxes in 2025 as you file. There won't be any changes for 2026 either. But what we'll propose is pausing the tax breaks for 27, 28, and 29 at the higher levels. So people who are paycheck to paycheck, families that are just trying to get by, they will keep all of their tax benefits. We dropped taxes by about $4 billion already, but that higher amount will not be affordable. So we'll likely pause tax breaks for the highest brackets. We'll see how it plays out in the legislature. Also, what I'll do is I'll bring that about $1.8 billion back to our economy, and then we'll put $600 million into food security and child care. So again, we're focusing on affordability. That's the most important thing in Hawaii.
Yeah, affordability and also safety, especially around our holidays, July 4th, January 1st. A big initiative that you, the HPD and the Department of Safety all were concerned about was the safety during this New Year's Eve celebration. How are the numbers and how is that looking like now that we're in the postmortem stage?
A lot better. So, of course, a year ago, we had the tragedy where we lost 6 individuals. 6 others had to be life-flighted to Arizona for their burns, and then about 20 people had life-altering injuries. This year, we had a total of 6 critical injuries, it appears. 2 women in their 60s were hurt very badly when kind of a fireworks bomb went off. A child, a 7-year-old, was burned in the back of her leg, second-degree burns. But that's a lot less than previously. So I'm thankful to people for being safer. We can still do better. We think it was about a 30 to 40% reduction in aerials. Truth be told, we shouldn't be doing aerials unless people are licensed professionals, because as an ER doc, I used to see terrible, terrible injuries every New Year's. Again, less this year. I'm grateful to people. Want to keep that trend up in 26 New Year's, 27 New Year's, and so on, because safety is most important. And if I may also, it seems like fewer drunk driving accidents this New Year's, but that was a very terrible problem last year. We saw a big increase in fatalities on the roads, mostly because of electric like scooters and things, and people weren't being safe enough. We have some emergency orders out there now, but we need to do better with electric vehicles as they expand. So everyone, please drive safely, because I worry about people.
Absolutely. Governor Green, we appreciate your time. Thank you for all you're doing for our state. Really excited to see how the healthcare money is coming in, especially for those rural communities, take into effect. So we appreciate it.
You bet. Take care.
All right. Thanks, Governor Green.